Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with our first ever clickbait title. Thank you for getting debated. Although I guess it's not actually clickbait, we are going to get into a list. So it's not a lie, although I did hope to pique your interest with the title here. I'm also excited about the inevitable controversy that's headed our way, because there is absolutely no way that anyone agrees with my list of the top 5 RPGs available on Game Pass. RPGs are one of those categories that people get fiercely defensive of. I mean, there's a handful of shooters that someone could say, like, I'm more of a Battlefield person, and the COD kids will be like, meh, it's just too slow for me. But nobody gets as fiercely defensive as RPG players. Maybe MMO, but that's a topic for another clickbait title. So today, in this top 5 list, I cannot wait to read the comments and hear about how wrong I got it and questioning whether or not I've ever even played a video game, or what business I think I have in having a YouTube channel where I pretend to have opinions on things and why I should be listened to. Alternatively, I suppose there is a chance that you enjoy this list, and if that's the case, maybe you will find something that you love on here that you didn't realize is on Game Pass and you want to get back into it. Maybe you'll see the footage of something that you've never come across before and you're going to give it a try. Couple disclaimers at the start here. I haven't played every one of these games. Now, I know. But as I'm an honest dude, I will reveal my shame as we get to those titles. Not all of these have been beaten by me either. Like, are you kidding? I have a job, and I used to have women in my life. Anyway, off of that sad tangent, I'm excited to hear your thoughts about this. Some of these I look forward to getting an opportunity to get into because of the research that I did on them. There's so many exciting RPG opportunities available on Game Pass that building this list was really invigorating. Some things I want to get back into, and a couple things I want to try for the first time ever. Last disclaimer, YouTube, this is not my footage, and you want me to tell you that so that I don't purport to have filmed all of this. As I said, I've gone outside before, so I could not possibly have been recording all of these games for as long as I've been playing when I've only had a YouTube channel for 4 months. So what I have done is I have edited down some of the trailers or some of the re-release trailers, all of it official footage, which has been repurposed for our video here today. Are you happy, YouTube? I'm not pretending any of this is mine. Can we get along now? Without further ado, let's get into the countdown, shall we? Number 5. Let's get the weirdest one out of the way first. Chances are you may have heard of Nier Automata, but you might not have played it. This is one of the most influential action JRPGs in recent history. Coming from the vaunted legacy of Drakengard comes another of the games with a story that you probably won't make any sense of, and if you try to tell me that you did on the first playthrough, I won't believe you. Importantly, when you beat the game, you unlock the ability to play the game again, and if you do that, you can play it again, and if you do that, you'll get another of the estimated 78.5 endings. There's some really interesting things to be found in this story, and some dope things done with the additional endings, but as you know, this is not the place that you will find any of those spoilers. Number 4, Fallout 4.
Ready to fuck some shit up?
This is the gold standard in post-apocalyptic gaming. If you haven't played this story yet, or experienced the world and the playground that Boston as a wasteland has to offer, you are doing yourself a disservice. Let's be honest, in 2022, or whenever you're watching this video being beamed directly into your brain in a post-apocalyptic future while you're living inside of a vault, there are some limitations by today's standards. Dialogue and choices compared to what we expect in this day and age are incredibly limited. There is something to be said about the impact of your choices, but they're not nearly as diverse as we've grown accustomed to in the modern age of gaming. But if we peel all this back, then really, VATS and the changes made to combat are entirely what we're here for. There's a ton of humor to be found in this game. And there is absolutely no business for this game to be this enjoyable. So strap on your power armor, find yourself a companion, and get to killing some Deathclaws. Or shredded by them. You know, this is the apocalypse after all.
It's good to be back.
Good boy. Number 3. Okay, I lied. This is the weirdest game on the list. Have you ever played Yakuza? They're a blast. But Yakuza Like a Dragon, just watch this.
Let's make it epic. Growing up, all I ever wanted was to be a hero, just like the ones in my favorite video games. Ichiban. Why not become a hero at 40, right? The Dragon Slayer!
Yakuza Like a Dragon is a restart for the Yakuza series, and it is a departure from the standard action styles of the past entries. The fact that it went to turn-based, not the least of which, but there's no other game that will allow you to sing karaoke, drive in kart races, play other games, or summon magical crabs. Yeah, I know what I said. This game is not something that you should have any fucking idea of what's going on. Just enjoy that things can be this weird in a game. Number 2. Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition. I know, I'm cheating on this one, but sue me. Actually, don't sue me, because I am stupid broke, and I could not deal with the hassle right now. In my life experience, the legal system is not on my side. So, anyway, if you haven't played Mass Effect, then I know you've been told before this that you're missing out on a genre-defining experience. The characters, the story, the epic set pieces, the incredible decisions, and the weight of them all combine to a game that really is unlike anything else that you have played. While you're on PC, you can get all the games in the series in their original glory. However, on console, you can currently get the Legendary Edition on Game Pass. All of the stories, all of the DLC, from all of the games remastered in new glory. So just do it. Just do it. Why aren't you playing it? I mean, finish the video because you've made it this far. But then play Mass Effect. Like, what are you waiting for?
You were born to do this.
Number 1. Seriously, what did you think this list was going to end on? Is there any other game that has received as much acclaim and love in the history of gaming as Skyrim? Each and every new iteration brings more and more accolades and fan adoration on it. Seriously, this is a game that the world just can't get enough of. And by now, if you haven't played the game, you are sick to death of hearing about it and how much you're missing out and how it's reshaped the world of gaming. And if I sound like I'm really driving that point home, it's because I'm tired of having that point driven home. I've never played Skyrim. At this point, I've got almost a hipster level aversion to it because just fuck off. Like, I know in my head how good it is. I have heard your opinions. I'm sure it will hold up to the incredibly high, unrealistic standards that you have given me for this game. But still, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I can feel the tears welling up in my eyes while I prepare to read all of you telling me that I need to get my life figured out, and I can't call myself a gamer if I haven't played this yet. Sorry. I spend a shitload of time playing mid-quality games to be able to send you the standout options here on the channel. I should really get community service credit for this. I have at least 7 more years until the next Elder Scrolls title, so I've got time. And that's it. That's the list. That's my list of the top 5 RPG options available today, in my humblest opinion, if not always in my experience. What did I get wrong? What did I get right? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to join me in the stream, my link is down below. If you want to @me at Twitter, it's just this name, More Than a Meal 1, and I started a new Twitter account for this channel. Follow me on there, @me with your rage, and let's have a conversation about it. Thank you for giving me the time and trust to help Sherpa you up the mountain of Game Pass. I'll be back with another video before you know it. I have a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna get to doing that. See ya.